Unbelievable, my lovely, wonderful people. Our very own brother, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President of Nigeria, finally breaks down. Open up to close ally who does not want his name to be mentioned, that things are just a bit too much with the Niger issue, ECOWAS, and then Presidential Election Tribunal calling out the verdict next week. No matter what you think you have put in place, until you see the result or you hear the result, you cannot be too certain, because until then, until you win, you never win, and anything can still happen. Yes, so now that very place, now we day where we call the look the thing say we say, so what's the way forward? What's the next point of call? What's the next thing? So this is what this Tinubu had to open up to somebody. Everybody, every man cry at some point, to whether you like it or not. Every man cry at some point. Every man get with the cry to, whether na in God, whether na in mama, whether na in wife, get with it or say, but this thing is a bit, So it could get to confide in somebody saying, see what they happen. Anyway, my lovely, wonderful people, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu opens up to a close friend, says things are getting a bit too much as he is not certain or sure with regards to ECOWAS, Niger, and now with Nigeria Presidential Election Tribunal results, verdicts coming out anytime soon. So this is what is happening, my lovely people. Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu has broken down to a close ally, saying he's unsure and very uncertain how things currently are, and waiting patiently because at the Presidential Election Tribunal, anything can really happen. He has been in a tug of war with Niger Republic, whom ECOWAS gave an ultimatum that came expired and has gone, and says this is not the way to go about it. He has had another meeting with ECOWAS states looking out for how Niger could return back the outburst President Bazoum and return the country back to democracy. The West seems to be in support of what he's doing, and America has been in touch. France has continued to mount pressure on Niger Republic. Tinubu opens up to a close ally who would prefer to remain anonymous, that there is just a lot going on for him at the moment with the whole Niger Presidential Election Tribunal and the ECOWAS is just a bit much. But the question when I won't ask, then I want to talk, the allies may will not mention a name. Say the question won't just ask, they say, how you see everything. You tell us that it says your turn, you are born ready. You know, no say with great office come great responsibility. Were you thinking it's going to be a walk in the park? I don't think, I don't want to think you, or I don't want to believe that you think so. I don't want to believe that you think so. Okay, so if you think it was a walk in the park, then you really made a mistake. Yeah, it was really a serious mistake. Yeah, because it can never be a walk in the park. No, never. Okay, you have to be very careful in regards to how you've been perceiving and looking at things. So it is what it is, and if there's anything called sincerity and honesty, is you owning up to yourself. If you know you need to open up and tell Nigerians what really is going on, so that you can come off everything and anything that has kept you in places where truth cannot be a watchword for you, then you are not even fit to be a leader in the first place. Who really is Nigeria's president? Every single one of us are really uncertain up until now, because we cannot continue to allow people who do not, share our dreams and value, who majority of Nigerians have not picked to be our president. The issue is that every single person knows exactly, what we need. And then we're waiting patiently to see the result of what the Presidential Election Tribunal will be saying to each and every one of us has become the verdict. Some say, that APC Tinubu are putting things in place to ensure that the result of the tribunal favors Tinubu. However, he himself can't be too certain. He has to patiently wait for the result. He has to patiently wait. You cannot be too certain that, that's it. You can't be too certain. So whether you like it or not, this is the new face of thing. This is how things currently are. And this is why every single person, must wait patiently to see how, the whole thing turns out. Because right now, as it stands, every one of us must understand that, whether you like it or not, Tinubu, Ashiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, Peter Obi, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, the stakes are high. Tinubu wants to remain president. Peter Obi says his mandate was stolen, that the process that produced Tinubu was fraudulent and it should be restored. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar says his mandate was stolen, that he must be restored as president. So everybody is anticipating, waiting patiently. For Tinubu, there are quite a number of challenges all tied up on him. For starters, Ashiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu has issues with his personality. We don't even know if he is who he says he is. There's a lot entangling the personality of who Tinubu is. So when you look at the whole thing, you understand that this guy really have issues coiled up all around him. And he has to really, prove to Nigerians who he really is. He needs to tell Nigerians because there is so much uncertainty. His state of origin, his name, his school, everything about him. There's just one suspicion or the other. Again, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar has written to Chicago State University to know truly of his academic record. Tinubu has written to block it. He said he does not want his academic record to be revealed to anybody. So when you look at the man, there are all kinds of shady things around him, and it makes it very unclear who really this man is. Because as you look at it, the more you, just like with the saying that goes, the more you look, the less you see. So with all this, Atiku feels very strongly that he should be the president. Tinubu said it's his turn. Obi is the only person who won the 25% according to layman's English that says you will win 2/3 of the states, of the 36 states, and 25% of the Federal Capital Territory. Obi is the only one who has it. If you say, they said he has 17 states, what about the other states like Rivers and where he said that they were overvoting or his vote will overturn? So, of course, Tinubu should really be worried. He's anxious. He has spoken to a close ally that is uncertain that this is just a bit too much. Leave us a comment. Let's hear your thoughts. God bless. Have a good day. Bye for now.